because her sympathies always seem to lie with that we're being left out crowd.
Yes.
And
yes.
so, but I don't know what her motives are.
Sort of the Black Lives Matter, but instead of Black Lives, Black Hollywood Actors Matter crowd.
And what I see. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. No, go ahead.
Just real quick, what happened to the black beauty pageants? Miss Black America, and what happened to all of those? I don't see any of them anymore.
Yeah. You know what? I think we have to be careful what we wish for.
Absolutely.
Because now the big push is maybe we should have legislation that forces diversity in the issuance of the Academy Awards. And the very people who are going to be hurt the most by an overbearing state, because that's it, state control ruins the lives of the people. And the very people that are going to be hurt the most are the black community.
Yeah. And they always
works that way, and so be careful what you wish for.
And that's why I say the model. This model, it's a lot of people that's watching this that's going to follow right behind. Muslims are going to say, "Well, why can't we be in the room?"
Exactly.
The homosexuals are going to say the LGBT, EFG, HIJ, LOB, because they don't know what they are. They gender confused. They're going to ask that they should be in the room too, and so on and so forth. So I think that, matter of fact, something Chris Rock said, Chris Rock said, this is from the Hollywood Reporter, Chris Rock called the Oscars the white BETs.
Yeah.
Well, Chris is coming up with the perfect solution.
Mm-hmm.
They've got plenty of money.
Yes.
Open up new studios.
Yes.
Make more movies.
And that's the question.
Yes.
What about the box office? That's where it's all determined.
And that's what it's determined.
And if you look, Tyler Perry comes out with a movie and it grosses $23 million, and that's a huge amount of money. But that is nothing compared
it's
to
not.
What the Star Wars
Star Wars might make $1 billion or $500 million. See, I think that some of your black elites, Hollywood elites, and just think about this: Tyler Perry was somebody that just came out of nowhere and just started creating his own.
Now,
and that's what we have to do. Go ahead.
What's the guest, Chris?
Chris. Yes.
Is that the problem with the box office? Is that where the real problem is?
No, it's a free market. I am a free market capitalist, and at the end of the day, once again, Booker T. Washington was right. We have to go out there and create our own.
Yeah.
See, we went backwards, basically, after 1965. We continued, I think we coasted for a while off the strength of what was done by Booker T. Washington and his philosophy. But after 1965, with the Great Society, we started looking to government as the solution for all of our problems. And this is what you're hearing from these people, is that you're hearing socialism is the problem.
Yeah.
Let's put the power in the hands of people. Whereas it's an economic issue. We should be coming to the table with our money as equals. I'm going to give you a classic scene, one of the best scenes in Hollywood that tells the truth. It was in the movie Strictly Business with my frat brother, a friend of mine, Joseph Phillips. I don't know how well you remember that movie, but at the end of the movie when he was trying to close the deal, and here he came in with a couple of these brothers that he had seen in the club the other day, but he comes in with these, and they turn out to be, the 2 or 3 brothers that had some serious banking money. And they came in and were like, they walked into the boardroom, and he saw them the other night, and they were kind of in casual clothes. They walked in the boardroom today like a boss because they had the money, and the money talks. And this is what black folks don't get. We talk about money, but we don't understand. There's a reason why the Jewish community, I think, is 2 or 3% of the population, yet they are able to make huge impacts on things. The LGBTQ, the gay community, I hate to say that, it takes too long. The gay community, they have, contrary to popular belief, they're only like 3 to 4% of the population. 3 to 4% of the population. But look how much power and influence they have. You know why? Because how many broke gay people have you ever really met?
Well, and then behind that, they had a power, that pulpit of that community organizer up in the that's been pushing and been trying to shove this down the throat of all Americans. So, and I don't appreciate that. But yeah, absolutely, they have some power brokers along with this guy that's been pushing it on us. So, Mayor Daniels, you know, what did you want to say about that, though?
Well, what did I want to say about?
Well, here I'm just gonna let me just go to another one
that we're talking about.
Well, I'm just gonna say that here. This is something. Will Smith. Again, we just stand with this because I just think that this is a very dangerous game that they plan with this Oscars. Just saying, demanding that they. Because they didn't get an award for a couple of years, and all your top elite actor elites have benefited and have become multi-millionaires. Phil,
one question I had back when the black exploitation movies were out. They did big box office, you know, like Shaft and all these. They made huge, but they were produced in the existing white studios.
Yes.
Well, how come that doesn't translate to guys like Tyler Perry, like John Singleton, and where they can turn out movies of a certain genre, like blaxploitation, let's say, and since that is the way that that particular group of movies made money, how come blacks can't translate that?
Yeah.
Similar to what's going on with Empire.
Yes.
Empire has an impact on television, but that same type of thing doesn't carry through when black people push it out into the market as their own thing. Like I said, Tyler Perry is about the most successful, but his movies still don't impact the market like some of the white franchises. So what do you?
I see what you're saying. They need to get a broader perspective. They only market towards a small segment instead of making movies for a broader perspective.
Or either a small segment only comes out because if it's for black people, then maybe white people don't show up at the box office.
Yes.
So that's the question that I would have to our guest. Is that the problem? Is it the turnout into the seats from black people that is causing so many people to not go into the
here, Phil, let me ask you something. Will Smith made this movie, The Impact, and Will Smith is one of the ones that say that he was not going to the Oscars, that there need to be some changes. And so all he's doing is he thought that he did a good job. I don't know. I didn't really look at what the box office did with that movie. And so that's what they're looking at. Not just they're looking at great acting. What was the impact? How much the movie grossed. They're looking at all these different things. So and we, again, like the mayor said, we don't want to start putting affirmative action on all these different areas.
Del, the thing that I'm thinking at this point is there's such a fine line that we're having to walk down because yes, in fact, the black community has had a less of a economic opportunity in one sense. But when we look at the NFL, for example, should white people come out and say, well, I'm going to boycott the NFL now because most football players are black? And what would that do to the psyche of the black community? You would say, why are you doing this? Well, from a white girl's perspective, I'm saying Mayor, to the...
If you look in the stand, you see all those people
they're all white people.
They're all white that's making them multi-millionaires. Yes.
And so by the same token, when there's a good, solid black movie, a movie by black producers with black actors, that's wonderful. And they do get accolades and they do get Oscars. And I don't know what happened this year, but by the black community coming out and now boycotting the Oscars.
Well, it's not the black community, it's the black elites, just like Al Sharpton.
Hang on, if I can interject here. Yeah. Here's the problem that, as far as I see it. Stop making all these slave movies.
Yes.
Stop making all the civil rights movies, and come up with a real life. See, let's go back to Bill Cosby.
Yes.
Right? Why was the Cosby Show? All of us who are I'm guessing everyone here is 40 or over.
Yeah,
why was it that every week all of us sat and watched The Cosby Show.
That's right.
And guess what? Why was it that all of our white friends were watching The Cosby Show?
That's right.
It's because it wasn't a quote-unquote black show.
No, it was
a
good television.
show about a family who was black.
Yep.
That's right.
Yep.
A family who was black. It was something that people across all ethnic boundaries could relate to.
Yeah.
So when you sit there and you make a slave movie, at the end of the day, listen, what we do this.
Everybody ain't going
White
to
folks
see
are going to
it.
watch a slave movie, and all they're going to feel is, I'm being blamed. White folks are wanting to watch a civil rights movie, all they're going to feel is, I'm being blamed.
Yes. Yeah.
Why in the world would I go out and watch a movie that is going to just, the whole thing is going to be about making me feel bad
That's
about
right.
it.
That's
People
right.
go to watch a movie to escape.
Yeah.
So if you want to make movies that feel like, that make people come out to come see them and get Oscar nominations, show a Cosby Show type of family going through regular life. People can relate where they can. I mean, that's it. It's sales and marketing. It's marketing 101.
At the end of the day, absolutely. Chris, I'm gonna have to. I want to thank you absolutely for joining us this morning. We're at the end of the show. Matter of fact, I can't believe the music. I'll send you an email later, my friend. Thank you very much for getting up with us. I want to just say, folks, that we're still in our anniversary. This is 6 years that we've been on radio. Go to our website, artofmichigan.com. We need your support. See you next week, folks.
The Abolitionist Roundtable invites the WHAM Talk 1600 listeners to continue the roundtable discussions by mailing correspondence to Art of Michigan, Post Office Box 135, Garden City, Michigan 48135.
Or follow Phil, Del, and Janice at artofmichigan.com. You can also send emails to artofmichigan@hotmail.com. And most of all, continue to listen every Saturday and tell a friend.